How did you make sure your sister's pettiness backfired completely? My sister Tori deliberately left my suitcase at home when we went on our Miami trip in April. I'd packed everything perfectly for the 5-day beach vacation with our friend group, and Tori was supposed to load the bags while I parked the rental van. She loaded everyone else's luggage but mysteriously forgot mine even though it was sitting right next to hers by the door. I didn't realize until we were at the airport and she acted shocked, saying she thought I'd grabbed it myself. She knew I was parking the van and couldn't have grabbed anything, but she kept insisting it was my responsibility to double check. She said I should have reminded her specifically about my bag if it was so important. Our friends felt bad, but we were already at check-in and the flight was in 2 hours. Tori suggested I just buy some clothes when we got there and said it would be fun shopping in Miami anyway. She knew I'd spent $300 on new outfits for this trip, specifically because our friend Mia was bringing her cousin who worked at a modeling agency. I'd bought specific pieces to look professional but beachy since Mia said her cousin might have internship opportunities. Tori knew this and still left my suitcase behind. On the plane, Tori kept making comments about how forgetful I was and how she couldn't believe I didn't check the trunk. She told our friends that I'd always been scattered and this was typical behavior for me. She said at least I'd learn a lesson about being more organized. Our friend Holly asked why Tori didn't notice my bright red suitcase was missing when she loaded everything else. Tori said she was focused on her own stuff and wasn't my keeper. She actually smirked when she said it. When we landed in Miami, Tori made a big show of lending me one of her cover-ups to wear from the airport. It was see-through and barely covered anything, but she said beggars can't be choosers. She told everyone we passed that her poor sister forgot her luggage and wasn't it generous that she was sharing? At the hotel, I asked Tori if I could borrow some clothes until I could buy new ones. She said she only packed enough for herself and didn't have extras. This was a lie because Tori always overpacks and brings double of everything. She said I could maybe borrow one outfit for dinner, but it would be the one she picked. She chose her ugliest dress that was 2 sizes too big and made me look like I was wearing a tent. During dinner, Mia's cousin Alex arrived and Tori immediately started telling her how I'd stupidly left my suitcase at home. She said I was always doing things like this and she constantly had to take care of me. Alex looked uncomfortable and said these things happen to everyone. Tori laughed and said not to everyone, just to people who don't pay attention. That night, I discovered why Tori had done this. She'd been talking to Alex online for weeks trying to get an internship at her agency. She didn't want competition from me, so she sabotaged my appearance for the trip. She figured if I looked messy and disorganized, Alex wouldn't take me seriously as a candidate. She even told our friend Jenna that she needed this opportunity more than I did because she actually had talent. The next morning, I went shopping, but Tori had another surprise. She'd borrowed my credit card from my wallet while I was sleeping and maxed it out buying herself designer swimsuits and shoes. When I tried to buy clothes, my card was declined. Tori said she thought I'd said she could use it and offered to lend me $50 for the inconvenience. $50 in Miami bought me one cheap sundress from a tourist shop. That's when I decided Tori needed to learn what it felt like to be sabotaged. I started by borrowing Tori's phone while she was in the shower and sending a message to Alex from Tori's account. The message said that Tori thought Alex's agency was a stepping stone, and she was only interested in using the connection to get to bigger agencies. I wrote that Tori had called the agency small time compared to where she really wanted to work. Then I deleted the message from Tori's sent folder. Next, I took all of Tori's carefully planned outfits and mixed them up. She had everything organized by day and activity with shoes and accessories matched. I put Monday's top with Thursday's bottom, mixed all the shoes in different bags, and tangled her jewelry together. When she got dressed, nothing matched and she couldn't find complete outfits. She looked ridiculous in mismatched patterns and wrong shoes. While Tori was frantically trying to fix her outfits, I had a conversation with Alex about my situation. I explained how my sister had deliberately left my luggage and maxed out my credit card because she was threatened by competition. Alex was appalled and said that kind of behavior showed terrible character. She said she could never work with someone who sabotaged family members for personal gain. At the beach photo shoot that Mia had arranged, Tori showed up in clashing colors because she couldn't find her matching pieces. Full story on channel, link below.